What is going on? And welcome to EP number 3 of the
Yeah.
Neon Gamers Lounge. Dean, we
How
got a
you
good
doing,
show,
buddy?
man. Yeah, we got a good show.
We
I'm
always have a
excited.
good show.
I know we do, but I'm excited. I'm really excited for this show because we got Halloween coming up tomorrow. We're going to be doing our top 5 horror movies of all time, top 5 Halloween candies. We got to talk a little bit about our experiences thus far in Black Ops 6. We haven't had the chance to play it together. We are both very busy men.
Yep.
And just talk about not a whole lot of news coming out this week, but we're just going to talk about a whole bunch of shit.
I know you played some Monster Hunter beta.
I did, I can't believe I forgot that. Thank you. Yeah, I played the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. We'll talk about that a little bit. But you know what? We're just gonna get right into it with how you liking Black Ops 6 so far?
Literally, that's all I've been playing. So, if you ask what I'm playing this week, it's just been Black Ops. I haven't got into the campaign yet. Just been playing multiplayer. I'm liking it. I'm loving it.
Everyone's been praising the game. I'm going to say this:
Zombies. I haven't played Zombies. I haven't jumped into that yet. I've literally just been doing multiplayer. It's as far as I've gotten into.
I like Zombies. It's good.
Campaign.
Listen, multiplayer. I don't hate the maps. I would say it's got some of the better maps, but obviously they're small. They're small maps.
Yeah.
My only gripe with the game, if I'm being honest, I shouldn't say my 2 gripes with the game. One is very nitpicky, and the other is oh man,
Jeremy, what's up, man?
Jeremy, the boys are back. Jeremy from North Carolina.
Hope you're doing good, brother.
But my nitpicky gripes are, one, the grind just feels so long. It feels different than other Call of Duties. It just feels like a long grind to get to level 55. Weapon leveling is absolutely ridiculous. The grind just feels like it's forever. I've put in a good amount into the game, and I'm like level 18. I'm like
level 14.
Yeah, it just feels very grindy. My other gripe, and this is the one that's like really nitpicky, is I don't like the weapons. It's like the best weapons, and I've talked to people, so it's not I still have to unlock everything. So this is just kind of going off of what people have said, and what friends have said, is really the best weapons are basically unlocked kind of from the start. The M4, the AK-74, the C9, which is like the MP5 style. A lot of my friends, they're like they have gotten either past Prestige 1 or are at 55. Their favorite weapon is the I can't remember what it's called. It's the last SMG you get. And I'm like, okay, well, it's like, but the problem is that it's a bullet hose. So they're like, it's awesome, but look.
Trying to think what it is. Start with a V.
I don't think so. I think that one you unlock that one pretty quickly. Even the AS Val, which a lot of people love from previous Call of Duties, I've heard is just not that great. So I'm just kind of sitting here going, man, it kind of sucks that this is and I will say this, the campaign might be one of the best campaigns I've ever played in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. It is above and beyond anything.
I'll get to do it.
Yeah, the campaign is sick. But
during an online play as far as Call of Duty, they constantly nerf and beef up guns, so whatever's high right now will change shortly.
It's not just that. It's just like me being kind of a gun nut a little bit, liking to customize my weapons and stuff like that. I just don't like the selection. I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there has been past games. I think most of the past games have been better, and even Cold War. Cold War was great, but which was Treyarch's last game, and this one just feels like it's a little like they just kind of were like, you know what, here, whatever. I mean, they put like there. I mean, I know like one of the assault rifles is a semi-automatic rifle. Why are you're putting three burst like the 5.56 commando and the AEK and the marksman, but then you put a single shot
Yeah,
rifle in the ARs and make it one of the later guns you get. Wasn't a fan.
I can agree with you on that.
I
Yeah.
mean, liking it, but I'm just nitpicking at this point.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I'll say what I want.
I say what I want.
I'll do what I want. But getting past Call of Duty, I did get a chance to play the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. It was exclusive to PlayStation users. Actually, you had to have a PlayStation Plus account, which I hate. I hate that so much. But I'm gonna take advantage of it. Played it, loved it. I mean, the graphics are phenomenal. The weapons, you kind of gotta. It's almost like relearning it if you played the Monster Hunter World. Um, there's just a little bit more to learn, and they kind of remap some stuff. But I mean, I really liked what the changes they made. I mean, graphically, it's just absolutely insane. The character creator is wild. I've seen just absolutely crazy people making like Kratos from God of War and Laura Croft and every anime character you could think of. I mean, it's the character creator is absolutely nuts.
Cool.
I didn't spend too much time on it because I just wanted to jump into the game and play. When the game comes out, you can actually keep your character or you can make a new one. So I'll probably make a new one. But I tried out all the weapons, liked all of them. I I spent a lot of the demo going around with the light bow gun and the insect glaive, and I was pretty happy with those two. So, but I tried it all. Thought the demo was great. Really
Demo's
excited.
over with.
So the demo is over right now, and and then on the first it opens up to everybody.
Okay.
So you're not gonna give it a try, but if you wanted to, you could.
You don't know me.
Oh, I know you, Dean. I know you.
If I haven't played one yet, I'm probably not going to.
Yeah, I figured you should though. They're a fun game. I mean, you know, it's funny because you could tell how excited people are for this game because like you get to a point in the demo where you're at a camp and you can see like it's like a multiplayer lobby camp, and there's only 100. Like you could only have 100 people in the lobby, and every lobby was full. Like every lobby had 100 people.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and you could just jump in. Like other people will they'll send up SOS flares, and you could just jump into people's hunts with them and just wreck shop. It was very fun. I liked it a lot, and I'm really looking forward to it in February. But before February,
Yeah.
trying to stay in 2025 or 2024 just a little bit. Marvel Rivals still have not gotten any news. I'm kind of.
Are you concerned?
Am I concerned? No. I think that there was a large marketing for a long time. I mean, they went 3-4 months of just like nonstop, and then it slowed down a little bit. I think that they're really trying to hustle this game and do good things with it, and they're really focusing on the game. They did change the oh god, was like their Twitter picture from the regular Marvel Rivals to like a pumpkin. So I'm wondering if maybe there's going to be some sort of reveal tomorrow on Halloween.
That'd be cool.
Moon Knight, we know Moon Knight's coming, and Moon Knight's probably is supposed to be the next character. So I can kind of see Moon Knight being revealed on Halloween, which makes sense. You know, Moon, Halloween, kind of.
I
Some
can't
sort
wait to
of.
play this game.
Yeah, it looks like we got someone else. Jeremy, More Rivals looks really good. It does, sir. It does indeed.
I'm pretty
Um,
pumped for it.
yeah. Like we haven't gotten news, and people are starting to get upset or get so that shouldn't upset, but worried. I mean, it's a video game. Shouldn't get upset.
Right.
The only reason that I would get worried is because 2025 is so jam packed. My only worry is that it would get lost in the shuffle, even though something needs to take over that Overwatch niche. And I mean, Overwatch is, I don't want to say it's, God, I don't want to say it. Some people have said it, some people say it's not, but some people said it's a dead game now. I don't believe it's a dead game, but I believe that it's definitely, there's something, if something's good, it's going to be ripe for the pickings. And Marvel Rivals could be that game. I mean, it's, it's a Marvel game. It's a Marvel PvP shooter. I mean, where you're gonna get this disgustingly awesome skins for however many characters they're gonna have at launch, and however many characters they're gonna be releasing throughout the year. Might be, if they release like 8 characters a year and the game goes for 10 years, you're gonna have like 100.
I'm cool with 8 a year. I'd be.
8. Well, if you think, Overwatch has been going now for what? How long's Overwatch been going for now? Like 7 years, 8 years.
We already got Overwatch 2.
Right. Well, Overwatch 1 was originally a paid game, and Overwatch 2 went to free to play. But you had to pay for the characters and all that. I think you had to pay for the characters. I can't remember.
I'm looking at Marvel Rivals Twitter, and it's I see the Halloween thing. It's got the little shark. What's the shark's name?
Jeff the Baby Land Shark.
Halloween pumpkin painting social event.
For what?
Marvel Rivals. That's what they tweeted out. It's got a picture of him with the little pumpkin and the jack-o'-lantern. It says Halloween pumpkin painting social event. Marvel Rivals.
Huh.
On their Twitter page.
Wonder if anything's going to be. Maybe they won't show anything. Who knows? I think it would be really cool though on Halloween to show Moon Knight. That's kind of prime.
I mean, you're not lying.
Prime real estate to do something really cool. But that's probably that's been one of my most anticipated games, and we've talked about it a lot. Throughout this year.
I'm reading it right now. Halloween is almost here, and we got something spooky for you. Join us on Discord for an awesome virtual pumpkin carving contest. Just color in the blank pumpkin template with your best spooky design. You can win cool prizes. So join their Discord if you're into that. You can probably get some unlockables for the game on release. Be pretty cool.
Maybe the surprise is going to be a freaking trailer for Moon Knight. That's all I care about. Jesus Christ. Just show us the next character. My God. It's not that hard. I'm sorry. I got upset. Woosa. Yeah, I know. Game comes out December 6th. I'm very excited for it because the second that Halloween is over, like literally at 12:01 tomorrow night, 12:01 Friday morning, I will be listening to Christmas music. My Halloween decorations will be down. Christmas music will be. I'm already watching Hallmark. Fuck you. I don't care.
Hallmark.
Yeah.
You watch Hallmark movies?
Hallmark Christmas movies. My wife loves them.
You love them. It sounds like.
You know what? I'm not.
You ain't got a lot to kick it.
There's a couple that I've watched, and I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Did you cry?
Of course. So beautiful. Of course, I cried, Dean. I'm a crier. You know that.
Hey, I cried at the end of Marley and Me.
Oh my! If you don't, then you don't have a soul. There's
that shit fucking Superman punched me right in the heart. Like,
no. There are maybe like I'm not much of a crier, but there's like I think 3. No, there's more than
Tony
that.
Stark passed away. I teared up.
I did. I teared up for Tony Stark at Endgame. Field of Dreams. If you don't cry at the end of Field of Dreams, I want nothing to do with you. Yeah, Marley and me 100% because man's best friend. I mean, you can't see it, but I have.
Top 5 movies you've cried to.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The Lion King when Mufasa died.
No, didn't cry.
I did as a kid.
Well, yeah, I did.
Not
I
as an
didn't.
adult.
I didn't as a kid. Even then, I was Team Scar. No, I'm just fucking around.
What else got me teared up?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the same thing. I was yeah. Fast and the Furious 7.
Yeah, that didn't do that for me.
Oh my God! I remember I saw that movie. I was in North Carolina. I was in Jeremy's neck of the woods. Maybe not neck of the woods, but my brother-in-law is a career Marine. My nephew is now a Marine, and my other nephew is doing his own thing. But I remember I took my nephews, and this is a military area, so it's all Marines, and the theater was packed, and the end of the movie happens, and every single guy in the theater was crying. I looked down to my nephews, and they are just straight up bawling. And I'm just like, my eyes are so teary. I'm just holding it back, and like just one little tear got out. It just, I was like, R.I.P. Paul Walker.
What got me? What else? I teared up on John Q. With Denzel Washington, where his kid has a heart attack on the baseball field, and he's going to transport him and deny him, and he takes the hospital by hostage.
Oh yeah. You know what one always gets me, and this is a really stupid one.
We're all here being vulnerable on a fucking Wednesday night.
It's not being vulnerable. Fuck it. Remember the Titans.
Yes.
It's just a good movie.
That's a good movie.
It is. That's what we do. We talk about matters. Doesn't matter. I don't care if it's Halloween or not. We're doing top 5 horror movies later. So
yeah, boy.
We're talking about movies that we teared up to now, and then we're doing later and made us shit our pants later. So it's a different type of crying. What are you? And this is something that I'm really curious about. And we've talked about games coming out next year. Outside of GTA 6, is there anything? What else? What's like one game next year that you're just like? I think I know the answer, but like, if you had to pick like one game that you're just like, I cannot wait to see more of this, what is it?
There's a couple. Like
I know there's a couple.
I am itching so bad to get something from fucking Wolverine. Like, show me something. Show me something.
Well, they did just. I think they just announced the head of the game left for something else, and now the heads of Ratchet and Clank are in the helm. But I think people leave.
Good.
But people leave all the time when things are completed. I don't know if it was the head or if it was just like the head of one part. That happens so often in gaming where someone will leave the studio when their job's complete, and so I can't remember exactly who it was, but I think that'll be fine. I mean, Insomniac's such a good studio. They have so many good people there. For me,
besides that, like I just want to say that I need something from Wolverine.
I agree with you. I think that especially if we haven't heard anything in so long about Wolverine, and obviously it's from when the leaks came out that they just shut down. I mean, we know that Ghost of Yote is coming out 2025, but we don't know anything about Wolverine. So I agree with you 100%. For me, I'm really curious to see Borderlands 4.
Yeah, that's up there with me too.
I mean, it's just because it's Borderlands. It's I mean, it is the looter shooter. It's
I'm
quintessential.
really excited for that as well, but I would have to say for me, I have Doom Dark Ages a little
Yeah,
higher than Borderlands 4.
I don't know if I
They're
have
not
it.
like it's GTA is way up here. Then I got
Mhm.
Doom Dark Ages and Borderlands 4, and they're like teeter totting, right?
Well, and Wolverine's in there for me too.
Yeah.
Um,
And you got Fable. What else we got?
Ghost of Yote. I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, I'm more excited to make this for them to talk about Ghost Legends 2, the multiplayer, because that was I
This was
had
hard.
that was so good. Oh my
It
god,
was
it was
really
so
good.
good.
Once you got the hang of it, it was a
Oh
blast,
my
dude.
god, it was yeah. And I mean, I played with four people. I played with two, just me and a friend. It didn't matter how
Yeah.
many people you had. It was just so good, and you had the different classes, and I did not expect that from Ghost of Tsushima. I expected Ghost of Tsushima to be a really good single player game, and then they just dropped this like one of the best multiplayer experiences out of nowhere.
And I didn't even like know what to expect for real. Like when I seen it, like when they said they had a multiplayer, I'm like, this could either be really fucking dumb or really like sweet, and it definitely delivered. The way,
I I think that's one of the things is like I went in with such low expectations, like
yeah,
this is just an ad, this is just a little throw in, and then it was so good because you had like you had your different stances, but then they had different, they had the weapons and the rarities, and I'm like, oh, this is like a legit thing. And then the different things you had to do while you were actually playing, and the harder difficulty. I made it. You had the different multipliers and stuff that made the game harder, and it was so good. So that's up there for me too.
yeah.
But I would say I agree with you. GTA 6 is like way the hell up. And then you got like for me, Doom to Dark Ages, Borderlands, and Wolverine are all just in that mix of I know I'm gonna buy them. I know they're gonna be awesome,
Yeah,
but I can't wait to see more. And I think we're gonna see more for at least one of them, probably at the Game Awards in early December.
let me ask you, what's your excitement? I kind of know Ghost of Yote is a little up there for you, but got Assassin's Creed Shadows coming too.
None.
None. You got
No.
Indiana Jones.
None.
You're not gonna play the Indiana Jones game?
I don't. Everything I've seen of it, just I don't know. It looks good. It just I don't know if it looks
It
that
gives
good.
off some like Uncharted vibes in a way.
It doesn't. To me, Uncharted is like if they did a trailer for Uncharted 5,
Oh,
it would blow Indiana Jones out of the water.
oh fuck yeah!
I mean,
I'm
and
just saying, it's like it's Indiana Jones with a little touch of Uncharted.
Indiana Jones with even more attitude. This is what Uncharted is.
I love Uncharted. That's one of my favorite series.
Oh, yeah. I mean, same here. I love Uncharted. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Naughty Dog. I think they're working on the rumor. The rumor mill, as they say, is that they're working on the Last of Us 3, which, um, I like it, but I really would like an Uncharted 5.
They have like an old school, like Double Dragon style looking game coming out for Terrifier, the movie, the horror movie.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, it's called Terrifier, the Archcade
Oh,
game, because it's art to clown, a little clever.
yeah.
Um,
Play
so
on play on words.
Retro Realms just dropped a Halloween / Evil Dead, or yeah, Night of Living Dead with Ash, whatever.
Mm,
Army of Darkness.
the original Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. It's an old school style game too. They just released that too. It looks really good. You can get both of them and all the DLC for $50, or it's like $25 a piece if you want the Halloween one. Michael Myers, but it looks like the old school, like regular Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games. So I love those games. Those games.
I loved Double Dragon.
Like another really good game that they made a movie about. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, me and you talked about this ad nauseum.
That game is so fun.
The game. They do the graphic novel, the game, the movie, all absolutely amazing things. If you don't own the game, buy it. If you haven't read the graphic novels, buy them. If you haven't seen the movie, watch it.
It's so good.
I think we talked about that. On another podcast a while ago. I think you said it was on Max, and I went like that night and watched.
Yeah, you didn't believe me. You're like, there's no fucking way. I'm like, yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it was, and I went and I watched it like that night. I was so excited because it's so good. I mean, you just don't get many adaptations that are that good to the source.
Yeah. There's another game coming out that hasn't been announced a release date yet that I'm a sucker for. It's NASCAR, new NASCAR game.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm a sucker for NASCAR games. I enjoy them.
You know what? I like this. I like for EA to announce a new Need for Speed or hear about a new Forza Horizon or.
If you want to, all right. So if EA was to do,
would
you rather take an Underground remaster?
No.
Or Underground 2 remaster or a brand new one?
Well, here's the thing.
And if you wanted a whole new game, how would you want it? Like, would you want it something similar to like the customization of Need for Speed Underground, the glory days of Need for Speed, or like
did you play Need for Speed Unbound?
Yeah, I love that game. That's like probably the most out of all the newer ones. That's my favorite out of all the newer Need for Speed.
I agree. If they continued something along that line, I would be totally cool with it. I think the money maker though is Need for Speed Underground 3. Like, don't remaster a 1 or a 2. Give us a 3. Give us a 3 with the craziest car customization. Like, just do it. It's not that hard. That's why, I don't understand why like game companies don't like some like game companies have recently been listening to the fan bases a little more. But I feel like you should really listen. They should really listen because there's some really good ideas from people.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just listen, you're like, okay, you know what? I think we could get that in the game.
You can ask any business. They listen to the consumer. They try to cater to what the consumer likes. Video games, movies, like even wrestling. Wrestling's a big thing. Like Triple H has been kind of, you can tell that someone on Triple H's staff reads Twitter and listens to the fans. Because he's been like, it's been great since he took over WWE.
I got to say this though. You know what? And you brought it up, and I wanted to bring it up at some point, either here or just off air. Have you been watching NXT lately?
NXT has been fire.
NXT has the best women's division.
Facts. I was going to tweet that out yesterday.
Julia, Stephanie.
Listen, don't even talk to me about Stephanie or Julia.
Did you see who came out last night?
Yeah,
Jordan Grace. Oh my god!
And then that new chick, Val, what was it?
Oh,
she's a badass. She's from Australia.
She's from Australia. Yeah,
I'm having a brain fart. I followed her in the Indies.
You
guys don't know, I do.
Oh no, we lost Dean. Oh, he's back.
Did we?
Yeah, we lost you for a second. Go ahead. You were saying that you do about what you do in the Indies.
I was saying like I do a wrestling podcast. That's we're wrestling fans. So, oh God, what was her name, man?
Isn't it Zarya?
Zarya,
yeah.
Got like somewhat similar to Ultimate Warrior face paint. She's a bad dude. I don't know if you're familiar with her. If you look at some of her indie tapes, she's bad. She is a badass.
I can't remember what her name was on the Indies because she had a different name on the Indies, and people were wondering why she changed it. And I can't remember. I can't remember what the name was.
I do remember that. Which you gotta give props to fucking Triple H. He's not making people change their name anymore. Really,
gotta give props to Sean down in NXT.
Cool.
Just
NXT's cooking.
NXT, yeah.
Did you see Rhea Ripley got her orbital bone fucking smashed last night from Rhea and Liv?
I thought I heard someone say that that injury is not real, but
I figured she's probably taking some time off.
she does have a legit. I was thinking, I wonder if she's pregnant.
She could be. She just got married.
Her and Buddy Matthews.
Buddy Matthews is in Cleveland right now. He just lost to Adam Cole tonight.
Baby. I'm gonna go on a limb here.
I have like 3 Undisputed Era shirts.
Let me just say this. Adam Cole was awesome in New Japan. Adam Cole was awesome a lot of places. Adam Cole was his coolest in NXT.
Yeah.
I remember. Do you remember when they brought him up to the main roster and he beat Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson?
Is that when they first started the NXT joining like Survivor Series? Like they did.
Yeah.
That was when NXT, like that era of NXT is goated for me.
Oh yeah. That was when Ricochet was in NXT. He did the super kick with
Aleister Black, which is Malachi Black,
aka
entrance,
aka Tommy End.
Yep.
Going even further back there,
dude. Velveteen Dream.
Well, I don't want.
We don't have to. The person as an outside of the ring, we won't go there. Inside the ring, that dude had the talent.
I think Priest was still in there. Keith Lee, Dijak. I mean they were.
Keith Lee and Dijak put on some bangers.
Oh, they put on bangers for sure. But I thought Priest was pretty awesome in NXT too.
Archer,
Damian Priest. What didn't he start NXT as Punishment Martinez, or was that Indies?
That was Indies.
Okay, it's a solid name though.
Yeah, it is. He said, "What is it?" He got the Priest part from Judas Priest.
Ooh,
and Damian. There's that 24-hour documentary series that they had. They did one with him while he was still champion, and he explains where he got the name from because Vince wanted him to change it. Yeah.
I always
I did buy a game before we get going. Before I forget, I bought a game. It's really interesting. It's kind of horrorish, but it's not. There's no combat to it. It's called No One Wants to Die.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Like you're a detective, you can try to solve these wild crimes. Like the graphics look crazy, the storyline looks crazy. The reviews I read seemed decent. The trailer got me, so I'm like, it was on sale, so I'm like, I'm a sucker for horror games.
I know you are.
I love them.
Did you say horror or horror?
Both.
All right, me and this guy that I used to back 20 plus years ago when I used to manage a video game store.
Doesn't sound good at first.
No.
This guy that used to back it up.
No,
like, sir.
I used to work with back, and he worked on the movie side, and I was the manager of the video game store. We used to have this. Customers would come in and we would ask them and keep tally like on a chalkboard. Who's the better gay lead singer, Rob Halford of Judas Priest or Freddie Mercury?
Oh, you motherfucker!
I was staunch on it's Freddie.
Yeah, I never had to go Freddie, but like
he was 100% on Rob Halford's side, and every time he wanted to do this. It was Freddie Mercury by a landslide.
Really?
Yeah, and no hate on Rob Halford. He's phenomenal, but there's only one Freddie.
How many
Freddie Mercury?
I'm not saying there's not a large fan base of Judas Priest because there is, but Queen is obviously way well known, more of a household name than Judas Priest is.
It is. And the craziest thing about Queen to me is the fact that they became more popular after Freddie died than when. I mean, they were really popular then, but like when Freddie died, like I mean, really, they became they're.
Do you think same thing happened with Nirvana and Kurt Cobain?
I don't know. They were when I don't know. They were. Kurt. I mean, I don't think so. I think they were that popular back when Smells Like Teen Spirit, came out.
How about
I remember people I remember because I was young. That was like 91, I think, when that song came out. And I remember like my cousin who like dressed was like totally dressed like Saved by the Bell. And then the next thing you know, she's like listening to Nirvana and she's wearing flannel around her waist and ripped up jeans and tanks. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? I mean, she totally went grunge.
did she really?
Oh yeah, that's okay though. You're allowed to when you're listening to Nirvana.
That's true.
I gotta say, I Saved by the Bell was a great show. I hate to say it. That was I don't know. I've gone back and I've watched Saved
Are
by
you
the
saying
Bell.
it just because Kelly was a baddie?
They were all baddies. There wasn't one that was not a baddie.
You're not
Kelly,
lying.
Lisa,
Yeah, you're not lying.
and Jesse.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of '90s girls?
Oh my god. Definitely. Jeremy's still with us with the saved was the best.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for sticking around, Jeremy.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, oh my god. Okay. This is tough because okay. Mount Rushmore, okay, so I don't have to put more. So top four. Tiffany Amber Thiessen from Saved by the Bell, Kelly Kapowski. Okay. Topanga from Boy Meets World. Winnie from the Wonder Years.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Danica. I can't remember her last name, but her first name is Danica. And four is oh god, what's her name? I can't remember her name. She was in Friday, but before that she was Will Smith's girlfriend in The Fresh Prince.
Hell, I'm trying to think of her name. What is her name?
I'm looking it up right now. I have to because Nia Long. Nia Long.
Yeah.
That's my four. I know I probably missed someone, but that's those are mine.
So I got Kelly Kapowski, obviously, Topanga, Kimberly the Pink Ranger.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be a weird one. Not maybe not. Nev Campbell.
Oh yeah.
Something about her, dude. It's just like
yeah. We got
she wasn't about, I don't know, something about her. I think it's how mysterious she was.
GTA, Jeremy, Elizabeth Berkley. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, no. I mean, you could. I mean, that's just preference at that point. I mean,
Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah, but you're going like late '90s, early 2000s at that point.
Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia Silverstone's in there.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
She's still going late '90s. I mean, like I'm thinking like early to mid '90s.
What the fuck do you think Boy Meets World and shit's from?
That was mid '90s, bro.
I know, but it was still towards the late '90s.
I mean, when did Boy Meets World run? I gotta find this out.
What, the Wonder World? I mean, Wonder Years. Oh, I'll look too.
No, Boy Meets World.
I'm looking up the Wonder Years.
Boy Meets World.
Wonder Years is 88.
88 to what though?
It had 6 seasons.
Boy Meets World was 93 and it ran for 7 seasons. So from 93 to roughly 2000. No, that would be 93 to 99. So. No, yeah, I peak. I go. Yeah. So my Mount Rushmore of '90s baddies would be I hate saying it like that. Most beautiful women of the '90s for me growing up.
Baddies.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen. This is Mount Rushmore. Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Nia Long, and this is in no order. Winnie from the one of yours, Danica. I can't remember her last name. Now her first name is Danica. I think her last name starts with an M. And how else did I say? Topanga, Danielle Danielle Fisher.
She's a sneakerhead.
She seems super cool. I don't know. I've seen her in interviews and shit. Don't know her personally, but yeah, I'm gonna assume
I mean, if I had to throw an '80s girl out there,
Phoebe Cates.
yeah, or Molly Ringwald was kind of hot too in a weird way.
You know what? I wish that someone would watch this and send it to Molly Ringwald. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. You were kind of hot in a weird way, but
I mean, she's not ugly. It's just, I think it's how she was in the Breakfast Club. Just made her attractive in a weird way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Her
yeah.
energy.
I mean, she's like a staple '80s 60. She was in 16 Candles. She's like staple '80s. Same with Phoebe Cates.
Demi Moore is a baddie.
Elizabeth
Demi Moore
Shue.
is a baddie.
Elizabeth Shue. Elizabeth Shue. You don't know who that is, do you? And that upsets me.
I probably do if I seen the face. I'm terrible with names sometimes.
You can't. Well, I mean, you're
I'm gonna have to look her up. What's her name?
Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue.
I believe it's SHUE. Let's see. She was in. Oh, the Karate Kid. She was. They put her on Karate Kid. Cocktail.
Yeah. I know who that is.
Yeah.
That
Back to the Future. So,
Shannon Doherty was a hot one too.
Yeah. R.I.P. Same with Brittany Murphy.
Yeah. She was hot in a weird way.
No, she was just hot. There's nothing weird about it.
Right. You're right.
I think maybe if you look like Clueless, maybe in a weird way, but not. Yeah. But then by 8 Mile, no, there was nothing weird about it.
We're like a half-hour conversation about her.
And there's nothing wrong with that. This is our show. Damn it, we can talk about whatever the hell we want. We talk about movies, pop culture, video games. We talk about everything. You think it's time to jump into top 5 horror movies of all time, or do you want to do Halloween candy?
Let's do Halloween movies.
You want to do
horror movies?
Horror movies. Okay, we're good.
Am I starting off?
You know what? I started off last week, so you started off this week. I put effort into my list, and it still ended up being just very generic. Go ahead.
I'll go off the dome with mine. Number 5 is Devil's Rejects.
Oh my God. Rob Zombie.
Yeah, boy.
What came first? What came first? Devil's Rejects or The Hills Have Eyes?
Hills Have Eyes came out before Devil's Rejects.
Okay. I gotta get. What was that?
My cat speaking to me.
Oh, I actually got a really good story. I was a junior year going into my senior year of high school. Went to Ozfest. It was the year that Ozzy wasn't there because Sharon had cancer, right? So Rob Zombie was there, and I think System of a Down, I think closed it, but Rob Zombie was like second. So Rob Zombie just had a sick set. It was awesome. I had VIP tickets VIP and backstage passes to Blossom Music Center because we live. If you guys don't know, we live in Northeast Ohio. So we go back, and there's really no backstage. It's just kind of like there's like a couple little rooms, and then it leads to the buses.
Yeah.
So we're just like peeking our heads, and it was me and one of my buddies, and then these two girls that were friends of ours. And we peek our head in the room, and there's Rob Zombie just sitting there, and we sit down, and he just talks. He's drinking, and he just tells us about this movie he wants to make. It ended up being 2 years later that movie came out, and we were like, "That's so cool that like we heard about it like 2 years before he actually made it." And we was talking for like half an hour, like coolest dude on the planet. But that was we were 17. He's just chilling by himself in a back room and just talks to us for like half hour, talks to us about this movie he's making.
That's a sweet story.
Oh, he was so cool. Coolest dude ever. But Devil's Rejects, it's a good one. I'm going so generic, but I'm going, my number 5 is Scream.
Scream?
Yeah.
Good one. Classic.
I just feel like that. I think like that started a whole nother like horror, like subset of horror genre. So I don't know if it was, I wouldn't say it was really scary. It was just more a launching pad for a lot of other movies to kind of do like that teen horror. Obviously there were movies that did it before it, but I'm not sure we'll get into them. But that was like that.
You're right, bro. You're not wrong.
No.
Never really thought about it that way.
It was kind of like it was kind of more for teenagers, and it was more mystery. It was mystery along with horror, and it just kind of spawned its own subgenre in the horror. So that's why I put it there. And now, look at it now; it's still thriving with Jenna Ortega and
yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like it. Number 4.
4. I will go with hold on.
Do you want me to give you my number 4 first?
Go ahead, give me your number 4 first, because I got like 3 that I'm trying to like sort around.
My number 4 is Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's a good one.
It's mine are based on when I saw them, how much they scared the shit out of me then, and not like how scary something is now. Because the problem now is it's a movie, so there's not really a movie that scares me.
Right.
So I'm going like that was just like one of like the greatest movies that at the time when it came out, and people would bring friends or family just like they'd see it twice just to see the look on their faces, and it was just good idea. Freddy Krueger is always going to be a fixture in the horror genre, so
always.
That's my number 4.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with The Conjuring 2 for mine for number 4, I guess. I love Valak the Nun, and that's where she was like debuted, and she was such a creepy bitch in that movie, dude.
Yeah,
and I love the whole Conjuring series. But when the Nun was introduced, like, yeah, she was sweet. I dressed up for Halloween one year.
You want to talk about baddies? That's a good one. Number 3. I'll give you my number 3 because you gotta go. My number 3 is Friday the 13th. Again, classic. Jason.
Can't go wrong with Jason either.
That's why I kind of put as like the original Scream type movie, but that was definitely more horror than like a Scream was. Like that was just That was just a big old dude stabbing teenagers in the chest for no reason.
He was on a fucking killing spree.
Oh my god. I had that as my ringtone.
Did you really?
I had that as my ringtone for one Halloween. Like, for it was like in October. I remember my cousin was babysitting. I was, this was 20 plus. I was 20. Most of my stories are 20 plus years ago. My cousin was babysitting my sister, who's my sister is like 9 years younger than me, and they were alone in the house, and I left my phone at home, and people were calling me like crazy because I was supposed to go to this party, and all she kept hearing was coming from downstairs, and she ended up calling the police because she thought that someone was in the house trying to kill her.
That's funny.
Like, well, I mean, like if you think about it, that's how scary that movie is. Is that like a ringtone sent chills up my cousin's spine to the point where she had to call the police to get that someone like that Jason was in the house and going to murder her with a machete.
That shit was, when you heard that, you're like, what the fuck, dude? Oh shit. Just kind of like Michael Myers is the Halloween theme.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is my number 3.
That's your number 3?
It's between Halloween 1 and 2. Let's just go with the original, the first.
I think the new ones are really good too.
Oh yeah.
Not scary, but
no, but they're good.
They're very good.
The last one that came out, Michael was more brutal than he was in the more recent ones.
He's
but
everybody
got it. He killed some kids and shit. Like he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. No.
I like
Halloween is
too fucking gory. I'm like, that's fucking.
Well, we're gonna keep talking about Halloween because it's my number 2. So that's my number 2.
That's your number 2?
So your number 3 is my number 2. But I mean, I think and I think this is weird. If like 10, 15 years ago, like I think Freddy, Jason were probably more popular. But I think now, Michael Myers might be I would say there's an argument to be made that he might be the most popular. Like Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger.
Art the Clown now is probably. I don't think there's been a horror character that's been this more popular since them.
Oh, I know. Yeah, for sure.
Besides the Scream guy,
Ghostface.
Yeah, Ghostface.
But Ghostface has always been like I don't know, kind of like a goofy. Like he always
so was Art the Clown.
I mean, it too, especially in recently with.
You can kind of say with Pennywise.
Pennywise, that's what I'm saying. Pennywise.
None of those are on my list either.
No, I Pennywise probably could have.
My number 2 is probably going to be like really odd. Probably not a popular one, but I don't care. It holds a special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Candyman. The original Candyman.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's not about. Sometimes it's not about the most scary. It's about.
As a kid, like after I seen that, like I would sit there and tempt myself say his name 3 times in the mirror, kind of like Bloody Mary and shit.
Oh yeah.
It was like Candyman, like Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Bloody Mary though, when you were a kid, like you'd have friends over and you would like stare at each other and like no one would do it.
Right.
Or you get the one kid who would do it. You touch the back of his head, and he'd freak the hell out.
Ready to fight somebody. Start swinging in the dark.
See, I was the good thing about when I was a kid is I was the biggest dog in the yard, so no one was gonna fight me.
Same.
I've
always been a big boy.
Yeah, no one's gonna. Everyone says there's always a bigger dog in the yard. Not in my neighborhood when I was growing up. There was like 13, 14 of us in my street. I was the biggest dog in the yard. No one's fighting me.
Yeah.
But my number 1, and people are probably people who watch this are probably like, dude, you're such a little whatever. But my number 1 is the first Child's Play.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. I was not a horror movie fan growing up. Just didn't watch them. The horror movies were not a thing in my household because my parents didn't like horror movies. Therefore, I did not really watch horror movies. I was at a friend's house. I was 4 years old. I was being babysat by my next door neighbor out in Euclid, and I watched Child's Play. I didn't fucking sleep for 3 months.
Really?
I thought a little ass doll named Chucky was gonna kill me in my sleep for 3 months. Like, you think I'm joking? No, like, dead seriously. Like, I had to get taken to like doctors, and like they had to put me on sleeping shit because I would not go to sleep. I thought that Chucky was coming for me. That was like a 4-year-old kid, 1989. Like, it was totally plausible. Like, you couldn't tell me otherwise. No one could tell me that Chucky was not coming to kill me in my bed.
That's funny.
I seriously didn't sleep for so long. It was awful. But that's my number one, and that's the reason why. Is because I've seen it since then, and I'm like, really, this is what did that to me? But I was 4 years old, scared the living shit out of me.
What can you do, right? Mine is Terrifier 3.
I knew it would be. I could have told you your number one at the start of this.
I could also say number one. I could say it's Terrifier 2. I love the whole series. He's becoming one of my favorite horror characters of all time. He's funny, he's quiet, but he's fucking brutal. I like that. Like, I like the gory, brutal stuff.
See, the gore. There's two things that I hate in horror movies. One is I don't like too much gore because it goes from being horror to you're just like, oh, this is awesome because you know because you know it's fake. And the other thing I don't like jump scares. You want to know why?
Yeah.
No, and this is the reason why. It's a cheap way. It's a cheap scare. Like if like someone was like walking by you right now and like tapped you on the shoulder, like you're gonna pop up. That's a jump scare. It's cheap. Right. It's a cheap way to scare someone. I don't like that. Scare. If you want me to be scared, do it the right way. Don't do it. Don't do that cheap jump scare shit.
I don't mind them. I like the gory stuff though, dude. I don't find anything scary. I watch them because I enjoy it. That's my favorite genre next to stupid funny comedies.
Yeah. Stupid funny comedies are
sports movies, stupid funny comedies, like every Will Ferrell movie. And then you got the superhero movies, and then very simple.
That's a good list. I mean, dude,
the first one, he's pretty fucking brutal. Second one, he turns it up a little bit. This one, bro.
It was like he was like at like a 3 in the first one, and then like a 6 or 7 in the second one, and then he turned it up to bro.
There's like a scene, I don't want to spoil it. There's a wild scene, bro. I'll tell you if you don't plan on watching it.
Yeah, but don't ruin it for the people that watch. Watch this.
You're right. I'm not gonna do that.
Let's just say there's a ridiculously brutal scene in Terrorizer 3.
Well, the whole movie is ridiculously. The opening scene is wild.
You know what I was gonna put on my list, but I didn't know. I didn't want to. I don't know if we should categorize it's a horror movie. Jaws.
Yeah, you can do that. It's just like I want to see. I love Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I thought about
a horror movie.
I see, and that's the thing is like I think it's probably more comedy than horror. Just like I thought Jaws was more suspense than horror.
Kind of like Addams Family. I love Addams Family. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you would put that as horror. I mean, it's not. Those aren't even close to being scary. No, but I mean, Scream's not scary at all. But
it's like they're dark comedies in a way.
Yeah, I'd put them maybe. I'd
say horror-themed comedies.
If we did like a you could probably do like a whole dark comedy. I think like Beetlejuice would be on that. Addams Family would be on that. That'd be.
Fucking love Beetlejuice.
I mean, there's so many more movies that could go on that. Like you said, It and
13
oh God, what's that? Hellraiser.
Pinhead.
Wasn't that his name?
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh my god, those movies are so ridiculous. You know what other movie? And
Space.
well, I mean, some of the Friday the 13th just were stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what movie I thought about putting a movie on here, but it was Scary Movie. But it's not scary. Yeah, I did.
First time they've worked together in 18 years. The brothers.
Well, I think it was the last
years.
The last movie was what? White Chicks.
It was either that or was it White Chicks?
Well, I think the last Scary Movie I think had Marlon Wayans, but I don't think it had Damon Wayans or Shawn Wayans.
Yeah, it had to have been White Chicks.
You want to know what one of my favorite movies was when I was younger? It has nothing to do with horror, but you just mentioned the Wayans brothers. Don't Be a Menace to South Central drinking your juice in the hood. That movie was, oh my god, that movie was hilarious.
That's such a good movie.
That is such a movie. His dad is younger than him. That's so funny.
Who streamed that movie? I want to watch it.
Oh my god, I don't even know. I'm pregnant already. You sure? I got 6 kids.
Hulu, Stars.
Oh, there you go.
Amazon. I'm watching it.
There you go. Hulu. That means it's on Disney Plus if it's on Hulu.
Well, it's a Hulu premium subscription, so I wonder if that's the Stars add-on.
Oh, it might be. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
You know what show I really like? If you want to talk, have you watched Agatha all along on Disney Plus?
No, is it good?
And it's really good. I think tomorrow. I don't think it's tonight, but I think tomorrow it's either tonight or tomorrow is the season finale. I'm really excited to see how it ends. She's definitely going to become a player in the universe, though.
What's her name?
Agatha.
No, the actress.
Catherine Hahn. She was in Step Brothers.
Oh no!
Yeah, she was.
Brother's wife.
Yeah, she was.
I love her.
Wife. Yeah,
I love her.
Yeah, and she's really good in this too.
She's a good actress.
She's really good. She's funny and that's what I think that's what makes us good is she's funny and it's they're leaning into the scariness a little bit more. It also introduces a new.
I think Deadpool kind of let them know, hey, we can do this actually. Like,
well, this isn't R-rated in any way.
I know, but
there's a lot of
you get what I'm saying though. Like Deadpool, the success of that, like for Disney to not water it down and let Deadpool do its thing, and the success of it, I think they finally like.
There's a lot. See, like there's a lot of things I want to talk about. They knew
they crossed some lines.
Oh, absolutely.
Not sure how far they can go. You know what I'm saying? The best giant leap, and so I hope like going forward, other movies are going to get like a little more.
Well, unfortunately, they took the Blade movie off the docket indefinitely. Hopefully, it comes back, and hopefully, it comes back R-rated because I love Mahershala Ali. I really like him as Blade.
It's gotta be rated R.
It's gotta be rated R. But yeah, there's just I don't want to spoil anything for Agatha all along, but there's just they're introducing a lot of characters in the show. So hopefully we'll see more of that in the future. But we got to get in the top 5 Halloween candy. We're already at the hour 5 mark. I'll start with this one. Number 5, going good old Butterfingers.
I'm gonna go with Kit Kats.
Oh, you know what? I don't know why I didn't even think of Kit Kats. Kit Kats are like always a Halloween staple. Like, here's the thing. I won't eat a Kit Kat all year long, but as soon as Halloween comes, like that's one of the first things I'll grab out of my kid's bag is a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
It didn't make my list though. My number 4 is Snickers because it's the same thing. I won't eat a Snickers all year, but once Halloween comes around, some some chocolate, some caramel, some nougat, and some peanuts. That's it's going down the gullet.
That's how I am with Milky Ways too. So 4 is Milky Way.
That's good. My number 3, and this is just one of my favorite candy bars of all time. 3 Musketeers.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one.
Love me some 3 Musketeers.
Peanut M&Ms.
That's a good one. It's a good one. My I do eat peanut M&Ms throughout the year. My wife every now and again will give me a bag of peanut M&Ms.
I did too.
My number 2, Starburst. Starburst is just always good. Summer, winter, doesn't matter. Starbursts are always good.
My number 2 will have to be Almond Joys, which is
oh my god, I love Almond Joys. I love Almond Joy. You know what? I love Almond Joy, and I love them because there's very few people who like coconut.
I know. I used to hate Almond Joys as a kid. I love them now. Oh my god, it's so good.
It's got to be Almond Joy though. It can't be Mounds because Mounds. I have to have the almonds in there.
That almond makes a huge difference in that candy bar.
I love coconut flavored anything. If I'm being honest though, my number 1 is actually something unique. I'm going to say that you always get it. You always get like 1 or 2 in your candy bag. It's become a little bit more popular. It was more popular a while ago, then kind of went out of existence, and then became more popular.
Popcorn balls.
If you fucking put a popcorn ball on your list, I'm coming to your house and beating the shit out of you. Whoever gives out popcorn balls for Halloween should be put in fucking jail.
Those orange and black, like butterscotch taffy kind of things. They're just in a plain like orange or plain black wrapper. Like
that's
paper.
Like it's like those
paper.
It's like those assholes who give out pennies. Like you're like, oh my, like what are you giving out 5 pennies for Halloween?
Yeah, I got my candy out. I got like 2 nickels, 7 fucking pennies. Bunch of fucking popcorn balls, candy corn out the ass. All
I'm gonna say is like if there was an actual purge, I'm going after the people that hand out popcorn balls for Halloween first. Like that's a sin in my opinion. No, my number 1 is
I just see you like you see them reach for it and you like Dikembe Mutombo that bitch out their hand like
just give him the finger wag. No.
That's in my bag.
R.I.P. again, Dikembe.
Oh shit!
My number 1 is Mr. Goodbar.
Oh
yeah,
I fuck with those.
Hershey,
like when you get those like big bags of like it comes with the Hershey's
Crackle.
Mr. Goodbar Crackle. I smash the Mr. Goodbar pickles.
Oh yeah, I smash all of it. I love Hershey is my favorite chocolate.
I love a Hershey's and almond.
But that's why I like Mr. Goodbar because I love Hershey almond, but Mr. Goodbar is Hershey peanut.
I know,
and it's just but now I could go down to the store, king size Mr. Goodbars. Oh man, I'll wreck one.
All right, so number 1 is probably obvious. I love all things Reese's Pieces, Reese's.
Yeah,
Nutrageous.
I love Reese's. I think I outthought myself on my list. I was really trying, but like, I probably could have replaced Snickers with Reese's. If I'm being honest, I didn't even think of Reese's. I don't know why. That's crazy to me.
A cold Reese's? Oh my lord.
Oh man.
But what was it like? Mallow cups. Do you know what those are?
Oh yeah.
They're marshmallow.
They're marshmallow. Yeah.
I love those.
See, I like those, but like I don't like fucking Peeps or anything like that. I don't like anything else marshmallow.
I have Peeps on the same hatred level as candy corn and popcorn balls.
Yeah. I love how people are gonna watch this and go like, oh really? If there was a purge, you wouldn't go after like criminals. You're gonna go after people that hand out. Listen to me. If you hand out popcorn balls on Halloween, you are a fucking criminal. You should be locked up. What?
I don't see them out at the stores at all, unless they're like Dollar Tree or something.
Listen, and that's the problem is these assholes go and they find it. Like they order this shit online, they have it shipped to their house so they could be the house that gives out shitty candy for Halloween.
Who's producing this?
Yeah. No, like they go out of their way to be assholes. That's my problem. Like it's fucking wrong and it ruins the spirit of Halloween. No, you put something chocolatey or something sweet. I don't want to fucking. If I want popcorn, I got a whole closet of movie popcorn. I'll make myself. I don't need it in ball form, and, and don't put it in my kid's bag. All right. Don't expect a thank you either.
Oh, you know what are really good? If you go to like Drug Mart and they have like the Russell Stover's pumpkin shaped candies, and they're all like they have like 10 different flavors. You can get like candy apple.
You know what candy I liked but I have not seen these in forever. And this is
A Mars bar.
no,
I love a Mars bar.
this is even more freaking like out there. I don't know, you might not even know these. These are so 90s, it's crazy.
I might not know them.
They were called Necco.
Yeah, the little wafers,
Yeah.
the different color wafers. I love those.
Oh my god, I used to eat those like
Black was like black
crazy.
licorice.
Oh, I hated black licorice.
I know. I used to throw them at my sister.
Yeah, but all the other ones were so good. Oh my god, I love Neckos.
Candy cigarettes.
Oh my god, yeah, candy cigarettes were all. It's just gum. But you get that but you put it in your mouth and you get like the first you blow it out and like you get that powder that came out and like you were smoking.
Where did I see them?
That inspired
That
that inspired a whole generation of kids to start smoking cigarettes.
So the business got me.
Oh my god!
So there's a purge. I'm going after whoever introduced them fucking things. He's probably long gone.
Go after whoever still. Listen, there's some things that.
Is your grandfather so and so?
I see. I got to give props to my street. I'm not gonna say the name of my street because fuck y'all. But I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say my street showed up last year because my kids. I think they got like. Sophia, how many full size candy bars did you get last year? Like 8.
So in total, me and my sister both in total, we got like 16.
So between both my kids, they counted them up and they had like 16 full size candy bars. Like my street showed up, showed out. It was good. I'll tell you my street off air. Bring Cam.
I'm going to see my sister tomorrow with Cam.
You better make sure that they if there's any popcorn. If you see a popcorn ball, you're gonna start dying laughing because you're gonna.
I might go live.
Oh, if someone gives a popcorn ball, you're gonna see me throw it. I'm gonna go live and throw it back in their face.
Oh man, we can go on and on about Halloween candy. We love candy. We're big guys, but we'll be here all night. Already an hour and 15 minutes almost.
I hope they enjoy it. We covered everything. We covered some gaming. Yeah. We covered movies.
We kind of rambled. We started talking about 90s crushes, 80s crushes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not.
I want to see a list of. I want to see Jeremy. I don't know if Jeremy's still with us. Jeremy here. Apparently, Elizabeth Berkley, Jesse Spano from was his number one 90s. So, you know.
Elizabeth Berkley was hot too. Fuck yeah.
And then she was in Showgirls.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was that was Jesus, dude. Still here. Jeremy is still here.
We appreciate you. We were rambling for a little bit. My bad, bro.
Oh my god. Hey, that's what we do here. But I mean, what do you
Jeremy, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
Yeah, Jeremy, loved it. We appreciate that, man.
Really do.
So
I don't really got anything else.
I don't either. Jeremy's favorite. Oh.
Reese's my man.
It's all right. I don't expect anyone's number one to be Mr. Goodbar, so that's just me.
Mr. Goodbar is not terrible. It's not terrible.
That was my surprise pick. Well, we'll be back next week, hopefully with some news. I don't know. We haven't decided on a top 10. We were really leaning into Halloween the last couple of weeks, so we got our top 5. So we got to think of a good top 5. We'll be back with you next week. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow we get some Marvel Rivals news, because we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about that up for the next month up till launch. We only got a month up until that releases, December 6th, and then
maybe we'll hop on and do some record some content of us playing some zombies or something together.
Gotta do that. You know what would be pretty cool is if we did a live show during the Game Awards, reactions to because there's going to be a lot of I don't care about the awards, but there's going to be a lot of games that are going to be announced. That'd be pretty cool. Do a live reaction to the Game Awards. We
can start off early and break down the categories and the nominees and shit. And
we can do that, but then I want to get our reactions to like announcements or trailers and be like,
I'm down with it.
That's early December. I like it. Before we go, let's find out when is the Game Awards this year. The Game Awards 2024. It is. Let's see. I can't find the date.
Let me look.
The Game Award. So December 12th. Oh, so it's a little bit later this year.
All right, let's plan for that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, usually it's like the first week of December. So,
Jeremy, I hope you have a good Halloween, man. Thanks for staying with us.
Yep. Well, thanks everyone for watching the Neon Gamers Lounge. I'm Joey Schneider.
I'm Dean Samples, and we will see you next week.